Good evening, bonsoir, and welcome to the second episode of the Investec Champions Cup Highlight Show. I'm Benjamin Kaiser, and I am super happy to have you at Welford Road, the heartbeat of Leicester Tigers. Tonight, we're going to go down memory lane. We're going to mention the history with some old teammates. I need to mention that this is where I met my wife. Best thing that's ever happened to me, obviously. For those of you who need a quick refresher, here's what happened in round one.
Defending champions, Bordeaux, looked mighty impressive in their win against the Bulls in South Africa. Reigning English champions, Bath, dispatched Munster in imperious fashion.
Total satisfaction for Bath and their supporters.
Scottish sides Glasgow and Edinburgh both enjoyed bonus point wins. The Stormers had a crucial victory away to Bayonne.
Goodness me, that's magnificent!
While Leinster ran in 7 tries in their defeat of Harlequins.
It's another try for Leinster.
For today's opponents, Leicester, it was a tough start away to La Rochelle. They lost, but showed plenty of fight.
Last week's defeat at Stade Marcel de Flandre against La Rochelle was not a dream start for Leicester Tigers. Tonight is about kick-starting their European campaign. Martin Johnson is looking, the crowd will be roaring. Now, let's have a look at what's on next in the show.
Coming up on today's show, we take a trip down memory lane with Leicester legend Jordan Murphy ahead of the crucial tie with Leinster.
This is where, magic is made, and on special nights like tonight, this is where sort of the underdogs can rise up, and this is one of the things that the fans absolutely love at Welford Road.
Aisling O'Reilly travels to Cork in Ireland to discover why the Champions Cup is so important to Munster. We head north to Glasgow for the visit of 6-time champions Toulouse and their talisman Antoine Dupont. And there's all the best action from the rest of the games in round 2.
We mentioned how special this place is. Welford Road is not a stadium like any other. So the changing room of Leicester Tigers is special. Nothing fancy, nothing flash. Just wooden benches, jerseys and boots. Ready to go into the roar of the Welford Road Stadium. You could hear the fans, banging their feet and start banging the drums. It's a place only made for gladiators. Only those who are ready to put a little bit of sweat, a little bit of blood on their jerseys. If we're going to talk about the history of Welford Road and Leicester Tigers, we have to get the most decorated players of Leicester Tigers. Jordy Murphy, the absolute legend that he is. You're a Champions Cup winner, double winner, I think. Talk to us of how can it possibly get even bigger for European rugby?
Well, I think anyone who sort of has played in the European Cup or the Champions Cup, they know how special it is. Premiership and sort of the week in, week out stuff is special, but then this is the next level, the next step to it, and I think nights like tonight, where an unbelievably star-studded Leinster side will show up here, 8 o'clock kickoff, under lights, it'll be dark, hopefully the weather, the rain stays off a little bit, the pitch is nice and greasy. This is where, magic is made, and on special nights like tonight, this is where sort of the underdogs can rise up, and this is one of the things that the fans absolutely love at Welford Road. Some huge games, as I said, from coming from behind to fight your way back into games, and I think that's one of the things that the Leicester crowd will really expect. There's no monopoly on passion, and the guys can really put their hearts and souls into the performance this evening with low expectation, which is probably when Tigers are at their most dangerous. I think that's the great thing about Leicester is it's kind of very much built on the pedigree and the history of what's gone before. They talk about legacy and sort of the shirt is never yours, and kind of leaving a little bit of yourself in that shirt but leaving in a better place for the next generation, and that certainly was the case for me.
Said it before, said it again, scrummaging is at the heartbeat of Leicester Tigers. The fans love it, the players love it. Former players, Martin Castrodevani, Marco Sayursa, all were part of that ABC club. So obviously they have a bar, it's called the ABC Club Bar. And it's there where the fans, get ready, get loaded up, fill their boots with pints, get the passion, the atmosphere, and ready to roar in the stadium and in the stands. I'm gonna get into it. You guys fill your boots, let's get ready. Welford Road is a unique place to play rugby, let alone to watch rugby. Leicester Tigers hosting Leinster tonight in a crashing atmosphere. Can't wait for the game, can't wait for the shocks, can't wait for the fans to play their role. It's a beautiful night of Investec Champions Cup.
These two sides have faced off 4 times since May 2022, all ending in defeat for Tigers, but they are unbeaten at home in the Prem this season, so it promised to be tight. Leinster had most of the possession and territory, but Leicester's defence was ferocious, and on 20 minutes, it ignited the game.
Ball's come out again, and Radwan might get in here. He's got a boot on it, and he can fly. Now, Radwan, the place is going mad. Who's trying to get there? He's trying to control it. He's got it, you know. Oh, what a run!
Not to be outdone, Ollie Hassel-Collins got in on the act in the last minute of the half.
Here's Catter again. Didn't look. Gave it to Searle. Hassel-Collins. He's running into space. He's running quickly. He's controlled it again. Can he do a red one? Oh! Bullseye once more for Leicester.
But after the break, Leinster gained the momentum thanks to Jamison Gibson-Park.
And Gibson Park's away. He'll back himself to score.
And in the last 10 minutes, the Irish side took a stranglehold on the game with their driving maul. Dan Sheehan with the score.
Leinster with Sheehan and the crew up to the line. Referee takes a close look and gives it. It's Leinster who do it 2 weeks in, and they are the ones with 2 victories. Jeff Parling and his team have nothing to show for it, which seems cruel because they gave so much. And it's hard work for them now, all right, in this pool.
Big man, thanks for coming over. A hard-fought game. They barely had any scraps, but they managed to be quite a fair bit ahead at half-time. Talk to us about how it was.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird game because we felt real good, like coming out. We felt like we were on top of them, and they got 2 tries off kick chase. But that's what Leicester do. They got good wingers, chase hard, work really hard. So we knew if we kept pounding the rock that we'd eventually get them in the end. So I'm just glad how we stuck at it and got the win. It was a real gritty game, but I think it'll stand to us. No, we bloody love the Champions Cup. You feel the energy coming in the week. It's games like this that you love playing in. They're super tight, physical. You have to be at your best. So no, we love it.
Disappointed Leicester Tigers fans in Welford Road after such a roaring start in 40 minutes that we just kept the dream alive. But Leinster in the second half, too strong, too clinical, too experienced, and seized absolutely every opportunity to seize a dominating second round win. Now let's go to Robbie to see how the rest of the Pool 3 went about.
The Stormers were impressive on the opening weekend, winning away in Bayonne. And they lived up to their name in this one, blowing away Stade Rochelet with 2 early tries. Sasha Feinberg and Gomba Zulu pulling the strings, and wingers Dylan Mart and then Leolin Zas finishing off.
Ominous silence for La Rochelle. Even more ominous now as Leolin Zas capitalizes. He's round the outside. 5 more.
A young La Rochelle side pulled one back through hooker Quentin Lespioch. But in the second half, the South African side pulled away. Feinberg and Gomba Zulu put in a virtuoso performance, and the Stormers claimed a comfortable bonus point win. This was a must-win game for both sides after round 1 defeats. It took a while to get going, but a lovely kick through from Marcus Smith set up Caden Murley to open the scoring. And another pinpoint kick from Smith found Kieran Treadwell out wide for number 2. From then on, Quins were in cruise control, claiming a bonus point try before the break and notching up 10 in total. Will Porter with the pick of the bunch. So Stormers lead Pool 3 on point difference from Leinster. Harlequins are up to 3rd, and La Rochelle dropped to 4th. Leicester and Bayonne still without a point.
Really good to see you, Brett. We were lucky enough to share the field in 2007. Still some super fond memories and friendship about those times together. We mentioned how special Welford Road is as a place, how Leicester Tigers is special as a club, but on the Champions Cup night it just gets extra special. Talk to us about the feeling, because you had the feeling as a player, as a coach, and still going on.
Yeah, definitely. I think firstly because of the sheer size of the stadium and under the lights at night time, it makes it look more attractive than it is. And obviously Friday night people get to finish work and go to the pub early and get a few beers in them and then come and shout us on, and it's a class venue on nights like this.
What will ever change in Welford Road? I went to the 2 changing rooms and they're still absolutely identical. Do you think there's anything that will ever change, or will we always stay the same?
I think no. I think the people that are here will always keep it the way it is, like with the terrace. I think we're pretty unique that we have a you have to come through the crowd to get to the pitch, and I think that's something that should always stay and never change.
Amazing to see you. Thank you so much for giving me a second. Now we're going to throw to Robbie, who's covering Pool 4, starting with the champions Bordeaux.
With an away win already in the bag, reigning champions Bordeaux are flying high. But Scarlets hadn't read the script and scored the first try through Fletcher Anderson.
What a start this is for the Scarlets.
Normal service was resumed soon after, and Bordeaux notched up 4 tries with 25 minutes gone.
Penaud to the El Marais. Jalibert, blink and you will miss it.
Credit to Scarlets, they went try for try with the champions until the last quarter of an hour, but the final word went to Bordeaux and Louis Biel-Berry.
You cannot give him 2 yards of space because he goes from first gear to 5th in seconds.
Northampton edged out Poe in round 1, and they were looking for a 3rd win in as many seasons against South Africa's Vodacom Bulls. The Saints fans will have been cheered by the sight of Ollie Slightholme running in a try after returning from injury. The Bulls hit back through Stravino Jacobs.
He's got it, picked it up well and will score. The Bulls get onto the ball.
But George Hendy put the home side back in front before the break, and he added another in the second half.
Finn Smith, oh, and it will come here for Hendy again.
After that, Saints ran away with it, clocking up 8 tries, including a hat-trick for Hendy and clinching another bonus point win. Bristol squeezed past Scarlets by a point in round 1, but this one was a little more comfortable. Ellis Genn scoring after just a minute. And the Bears had the bonus point wrapped up inside the first half. Calavetti Ravovo finishing off a slick back move.
Ravovo for the corner, and Ravovo gets it down.
Fabien Brown-Barry grabbed a pair of consolation scores for Poe. But Bristol won it at a canter. 61-12 the final score. Northampton lead Pool 4 on points difference from Bordeaux. Bristol just a point behind on 9. The Scarlets, Bulls and Poe still to record a win between them.
Next up is Glasgow hosting Stade Toulousain with the return of the one and only Antoine Dupont. If you can't remember how he sidesteps, how he can fend, how strong he is, how fast he is, here's a little reminder.
Antoine Dupont pops up as if by magic. This is vintage Toulouse. Oh, and Dupont again! That is glorious from Toulouse.
Look at the break as well from Dupont, that's how quick he is.
He does it time and time again.
It's Antoine Dupont, he's done it again! Antoine Dupont, absolutely brilliant. Maybe the best ever.
In horrible conditions in Glasgow, 6 times Champions Cup winners Toulouse were on a masterclass of controlled rugby, and you know who started it all off.
And now breaking right through the middle, finding a gap, and inside to Antoine Dupont. Oh, he's back! He is back all right!
Antoine Dupont showing no ill effects after his long layoff through injury. The French champions made it 2 after 10 minutes.
Gours to Capozzo, spotting the inside ball for Kos. Dobie tries to get there, Kos, Dupont, and did that go forward? But Gours will go in. Toulouse are over for a second try.
With the win behind them, Toulouse dominated territory, and with 5 minutes to go, the pressure told.
Now the call goes to go wide from Ramos to Gours, slips the tackle of Mackay. There is the 3rd try.
It would have been 4 tries, but for an exceptional last-ditch tackle from Jamie Dobie. After the break, it was a very different story. Josh Mackay got the ball rolling after 49 minutes.
McDowell, Dobie and Mackay, can he get in for Glasgow's first score? And how they needed that.
Glasgow pounded the Toulouse line and eventually Gregor Brown barged over.
Now Dempsey has a look. Gregor Brown is there. 2 quick scores from Glasgow Warriors.
The comeback was on, and 7 minutes later, they were level.
Macbeth drives further. Horn has it. Tripolotti!
And with just over 10 minutes to go, it got even better for the Warriors.
Then here come the Warriors from 5 metres, getting closer. The backs coming in, pushing them, driving them over. What a turnaround at Scotstoun Stadium. Tonight the Galacticos are Glaswegian. It's one for the ages, one for the history books. From 21-0 down at half-time, the Glasgow Warriors have produced the most almighty second-half performance.
It was one of those nights, we spoke about it all week, and right before the game it wasn't too bad, and then as soon as we ran out, of course, it opened up for us. But oh look, it was such a tough first half into that wind. I think you saw with Toulouse playing out of it in the second half. We obviously had the same kind of last week into the wind at Sale, and probably helped us a bit knowing that in the second half last week we came back, and we just think if we stuck to process and put a few phases together down there, we'd be okay. And I thought our forwards were so good tonight as well. We spoke about helping them out as a backline, but again, what a shift from them.
Elsewhere in Pool 1, it was almost as wet in Durban, where the Sharks started well under their new coach, JP Peterson. Sia Khaleesi with an early try.
And over.
Saracens made 10 changes to the side that beat Clermont in round 1.
Little dare through from Daly, that's clever.
And they got their noses in front thanks to Sam Spink. But on the stroke of half-time, Edwill van der Merwe's try regained the lead for the home side. Just before the hour mark, the Sharks got the decisive score. A big win for the Sharks, and Sarries had to make do with a losing bonus point. No points for either of these sides on the opening weekend, so victory in this one was crucial, and it was Sale who were quick out of the blocks. Tom O'Flaherty scoring after 2 minutes.
Oh, it's sensational from the Sharks!
Sale Sharks were on a 4-match losing streak, but they were well up for this one. Aaron Reid's finish gave them a 13-point lead at the break. An interception early in the second half gave Clermont a sniff of getting back into the game.
The momentum going to be enough for Fourcade to finish.
But Sale were deserved winners, and late tries from Joe Bedlow and Alex Wills gave them maximum points.
Wills gets the score.
All that means Pool 1 looks like this. Glasgow Warriors sitting top of the heap after their fantastic comeback win. Then come Saracens, Toulouse and Sale on 6 points, one ahead of the Sharks. Clermont are yet to earn a point.
Quick pause from all the different stories from the ABC club, and let's throw to Ashlyn, who's in Cork for Munster against Gloucester.
Yes, I'm here in the city with 35,000 fans ahead of the classic showdown with Munster and Gloucester. Well, tonight the city is going to be a sea of red, and I cannot wait to soak up the atmosphere.
I never missed a day or went on strike for better pay. For 20 years, I served the best I could.
Well, how unique is this? Talk about a fan zone with family, friends and supporters all enjoying themselves ahead of kick-off. And with Páirc Uí Chaoimh only a 10-minute walk away, we're sorted. What is it like to be in Cork and the city and the buzz?
Oh,
the fact the game is in Páirc Uí Chaoimh.
Yeah, it's a great buzz. It's great that we could get, there's more capacity at Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and the Marina Market, this is brilliant. For a stop off, we're getting our lunch and then we can head up to the match. We won't be starving.
We've made it. We are here at the iconic Super Value Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Well, this place is very close to the people of Cork's hearts. It is well known for hurling, camogie and Gaelic football, but tonight it is all about rugby. Yes, Munster have played here twice before, but tonight this place makes its Champions Cup debut. Owen Cadigan, he is well known for Cork GA, but tonight it is all about the rugby. Owen, tell us, what are you doing here at Páirc Uí Chaoimh for the rugby?
Yeah, looking forward to going and see Munster play Gloucester here tonight. Big occasion for Cork people, I suppose, to see a game of the magnitude of Munster and Gloucester here. You know, in Cork, people are mad about their sport, whether it be hurling, football, rugby, soccer, and we're delighted to have a stadium that can facilitate that here.
Yeah, isn't it nice that it is about the GA as well tonight? Obviously that's all about the communities, bringing everyone together, but also rugby now too.
Yeah, absolutely, and I suppose, look, we've moved on a lot. The GA is very open to other sports. We saw that with the NFL. We now see Munster here playing today in Cork, and it's much easier for the Cork Munster supporters not to have to travel up the road to Limerick. So look, we're delighted to have the game here.
Well, in round one, Munster suffered defeat and they'll be hoping to get their Champions Cup campaign back on track. While for Gloucester, they arrive here to Cork full of confidence after their win over Castra. Let's see how the boys in red get on.
Over 36,000 fans packed in to watch Munster take on Gloucester. The visitors got maximum points in round one, and they were first on the scoreboard thanks to George Barton's penalty.
Not a gimme by any stretch of the imagination, but he's done really well.
Munster was struggling to get going, but after 20 minutes, they gave the crowd something to get excited about.
Mike Haley, bang to the ball, favours Haley, steps on the gas, almost away. Just there, they are there. Kelly in.
In the second half, Munster gradually turned the screw. Mike Haley added the second.
Can Haley get there? Yes, he can.
It took until the last 15 minutes for their third.
Quinn bursts through. In the end, it's Route 1 that gets Munster. Try 3, Rowan Quinn in.
But then two more followed in quick succession. First from Tom Farrell.
Oh, lovely. Really terrific. Little pass to Farrell.
And then Tadhg.
And Gloucester have offered one up, a Christmas gift for Tadhg.
Final score, Munster 31, Gloucester 3.
What a win for Munster. They're going to be celebrating that victory in the rebel county of Cork tonight as their path to Bilbao becomes a little bit clearer. Well, that is all from me here in Cork. What a truly special experience. Now Robbie is going to take you through the rest of the results here in Pool 2 this weekend.
Bath beat Munster in round one, but they've lost on their last two visits to the Stade Mayol. This was a real heavyweight clash. Toulon gained a slim advantage before the break through Nacho Brex.
They are queuing up to the right. It's going to be an absolute stroll in.
But Bath counterpunched. Santi Carreras with their second try.
Chance to play the big one, chance to play the shorter one. Carreras will go through.
Then they traded tries.
Gael Drown finishes it. Driving for the line, Bath going in search of this third try. Finding it, it's Green.
Toulon's dominant scrum proved crucial. Lewis Ludlam diving over for the bonus point score. Still, Bath wouldn't lie down. Max Ajomo fooled the defence.
Oh, it's a lovely little bit of eyes from Ajomo. And Hennessy will stride in. Goodness, what a score from Bath.
But right at the death, Toulon denied Bath a losing bonus point by scoring their fifth try to win by 11 points.
It rotates around to the corner. The stadium lifts them over the line. Fortress Mayol produces the magic once again. Toulon have seen this one home.
Edinburgh have won the last three meetings between these sides, but it was Cast who took the lead through Christian Mbadian.
Brilliant finish. He makes it look simple.
And that was the way it stayed in a tight first half. But after the break, the home side stepped it up. Adam Vargas claimed the bonus point try, and Cast ran out easy winners, nilling Edinburgh in the process. Pool 2 is looking incredibly tight. Bath lead with 6 points, but everyone else is tied on 5. This one will go right to the wire.
And that's it, round 2 is a wrap. The road to Bilbao is still a steep, long hill. I was so happy to be in Welford Road, catch up with some old mates and share a little bit of this special atmosphere of the heart of Leicester Tigers. Cork looked unreal. I cannot wait for round 3. It's going to be special. More to come. Investec Champions Cup. See you there.
No doubt about the story of round 2.
Can he get in for Glasgow's first score? And how they needed that.
Down by 21 points at half-time, Glasgow Warriors produced one of the greatest Champions Cup comebacks to beat six-time winners Toulouse. What a way to end 2025. We'll see you for round 3 in the new year.
The backs coming in, pushing them, driving them over. What a turnaround at Scotstoun Stadium. It's one for the ages, one for the history books.